It's been more than 7 months since 15-year-old Chase de Balinhard was shot and killed by RCMP. With no report from BC's police watchdog, his parents have been left with many unanswered questions. They've been advocating for the province to call a coroner's inquest. CTV's Reagan Hasegawa now with the final chapter of our exclusive investigation.
The thing about losing your child is it's very lonely, and the grief comes in waves. I might be having a conversation with you, but I don't hear a word you say. I'm somewhere else with my boy.
Crystal de Balinhard has been left shattered by her son's death. 15-year-old Chase was shot and killed by RCMP in Surrey back in February. Every day since then has been excruciating for her and her husband.
The evenings are the worst, though, because there's no good night, Mama. There's no hug.
But she clings to the hope that their heartbreak might bring about change. She says she's been told by the BC Coroner Service there will likely be an inquest, but only after the IIO completes its investigation.
I'll tell you right now, if I was Assistant General on this file, I would call a coroner's inquest right away.
It's something the minister has the power to do at any time. Cash Heed exercised that power when he held the office in 2010, after the high-profile death of Lisa Dudley in Mission in 2008. Criminal proceedings in that case took 7 years to complete. The inquest was finally held in 2017. He doesn't want to see Chase's family burdened with years of uncertainty.
This government is doing everything politically on what the decisions they make. They're not doing the right thing. And unless the media gets out there, the public gets out there and puts pressure on this government, they may not call an inquest.
This tragedy is heartbreaking for everyone and is something the province is taking extremely seriously.
The minister's office confirms she has not called an inquest, citing Section 18 of the Coroners Act, which states in part that the chief coroner must direct an inquest for a person who dies while detained by or in the custody or in a custodial facility of a peace officer. However, some legal experts argue Chase was not in custody, nor was he detained at the time of his death. While a direct order from the minister would not expedite an inquest, it would guarantee that one would take place regardless of the outcome of any prior investigations. Former Surrey RCMP officer Eleanor Sturko has been critical of the NDP government's record on public safety.
Yes, I'm supportive of a coroner's inquest, and when it comes to reviewing things that can improve service between the police and the public, I'm always supportive of that.
Inquests are formal court proceedings held to publicly review the circumstances of a death. A jury makes recommendations but does not find fault.
One of the things, though, with a coroner's inquest, and especially with this government, is that they often use coroner's inquests to push off their own responsibility. They already know what they have to do.
The minister's office had not been in touch with the de Balinhard family until CTV News began its investigation.
Chase's family has called for a coroner's inquest here. They're asking for you to call for one. Will you commit to that?
I'm glad to hear this request now for the first time, and it's certainly something my office will consider very seriously.
For Chase's family, the clock is ticking, and they fear another tragedy is only a matter of time.
We want change. Like I said, nothing's going to bring back Chase.
Love you, bye.
But we could change the world a little bit because of Chase.
They say the fight is no longer just about answers for their son's death. It's about making sure no other family has to endure the same heartbreak.